Hello and welcome to another episode of the Expertly German podcast, the podcast to learn German. Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Episode des Expertly German Podcast, dem Podcast zum Deutschlernen. Das ist eine harte Nuss. This is a hard nut. This is the saying of the week, der Spruch der Woche. Das ist eine harte Nuss. When a situation is hard to deal with or there is a problem that is hard to solve, then the Germans refer to this saying as a nut hard to crack. Das ist eine harte Nuss. And the exercise of today is about professions, Berufe. I'm going to tell you 5 sentences and you have to translate them from English to German. And obviously, those sentences will include words for certain professions. And well, you have to figure out if you know them or not. This is going to be fun. Let's start with the first one. The scientist researches. Or just the scientist is doing research. How would you say this in German? Yes, der Wissenschaftler forscht. Der Wissenschaftler forscht. If you want to use the female one, then it would be die Wissenschaftlerin forscht. Yeah, so the Wissenschaftler is the scientist, the Knowledgeschaftler, well, something like that. And then forschen is to research. Sentence number 2. I gave the waiter too much tip. I gave the waiter too much tip. And the right answer is, ich habe dem Kellner zu viel Trinkgeld gegeben. Ich habe dem Kellner zu viel Trinkgeld gegeben. Der Kellner is the waiter, die Kellnerin would be the waitress, and Trinkgeld, drink money, would be the tip. Sentence number 3. As I was a child, I wanted to be a farmer. As I was a child, I wanted to be a farmer. And the answer is, als ich Kind war, wollte ich Bauer werden. Als ich Kind war, wollte ich Bauer werden. Der Bauer, die Bäuerin, the farmer, the female farmer. Der Bauer. Nummer 4. I need to call a plumber. Yes, I know. Dear English native speakers, the B is silent here. I learned this the hard way. Again, I need to call a plumber. How would you say that in German? And the right answer is, ich muss einen Klempner anrufen. Ich muss einen Klempner anrufen. So, the plumber is der Klempner. And sentence number 5, and the last sentence as well. The company is hiring software developers. The company is hiring software developers. And the right answer is, das Unternehmen stellt Softwareentwickler ein. Yes, software is software, well, kind of like the same. We don't really change that in German, but the developer is der Entwickler. If you are, I don't know, talk to a German in most cities in Germany, or you have a client from Germany or something like that, then you can say software developers and they would understand what you mean. But there's a German word for that, and that would be der Entwickler, and that is the developer. Okay, and now we come to the second part of today's podcast, the news in German, die Nachrichten auf Deutsch. I'm going to tell you a sentence in German and then I translate it into English, well, as best as I can. And hopefully you learn some sentences that you can use in everyday German, but also at work or in a professional environment, and so on. So let's start. Before we continue with the episode, just a little reminder, you can find the transcript of the podcast in the show notes below. Also, I just launched a 10-week program that teaches you German. There are two programs available, one for A1 levels and one for A2 to B1 level. And the good thing about this program is that I will send you material, videos, homework, and quizzes throughout the week when you join the program. And then in the weekly group session, we will discuss the topic that I've sent you per email. So this is a great way to learn by yourself and also to learn it with others and with me and practice speaking, but also learning the grammar at your own pace. I think this is really valuable for people who kind of want to immerse themselves more into the German language in various ways. And the program is also priced pretty well. So go to my website, expertlygerman.com, and click on 10-week program. Deutsche hamstern wieder. The Germans panic buy again. Seit Beginn des Ukraine-Kriegs gehen die Hamsterkäufe in deutschen Lebensmittelgeschäften wieder los. Since the beginning of the war in the Ukraine, panic buying in Germany grocery stores has started again. Zuletzt haben die Supermärkte solch ein Kaufverhalten zu Beginn der Corona-Pandemie gesehen. The last time supermarkets have experienced this type of purchasing behavior, das Kaufverhalten, was in the beginning of the Corona pandemic. Erneut stehen viele Kunden vor leeren Regalen beim Toilettenpapier und Mehl, aber dieses Mal auch beim Sonnenblumenöl. Sonnenblumenöl is sunflower oil. So, what does the sentence mean? Once again, erneut, once again, many customers are standing in front of empty toilet papers and flower shelves, including sunflower oil this time around. Der Grund dafür ist, dass die Ukraine die Welt mit 51% des weltweiten Sonnenblumenöls versorgt. The reason for that is that the Ukraine is supplying the world with 51% of the global sunflower oil. Immer mehr Supermärkte greifen wieder durch und verkaufen diese Lebensmittel nur noch in haushaltsüblichen Mengen. The word haushaltsüblich is normal for a household. More and more supermarkets are taking action again and only sell these foods in normal household quantities. Bundesagrarminister Cem Özdemir gibt Entwarnung und sagt, dass die Versorgung Deutschlands mit Grundnahrungsmitteln gesichert ist. The Minister of Agriculture, Cem Özdemir, gives an all-clear signal and says that the supply for Germany with staple foods is secure. The word here, Entwarnung, is an all-clear signal. Allerdings warnen Ökonomen vor anhaltenden Preissteigerungen. However, economists warn of continuous price increases. And the second and last news topic, Tesla in Deutschland. Tesla in Germany. Am Dienstag, den 22. März 2022, wurde offiziell die erste europäische Tesla-Fabrik in Grünheide eröffnet. On Tuesday, the 22nd of March 2022, the first Tesla factory in Europe was officially opened in Grünheide. Natürlich wurde die neueste Fabrik, die nach knapp 2 Jahren fertiggestellt worden ist, vom bekannten Tesla-Chef Elon Musk persönlich eröffnet. Of course, the latest factory, which took almost 2 years to build, was personally opened by the famous Tesla boss Elon Musk. Dabei standen ihm viele deutsche Politiker zur Seite, die das Projekt von Beginn an begleitet haben, auch Bundeskanzler Olaf Scholz. He was joined by many German politicians who accompanied the project from the beginning, also Chancellor Olaf Scholz. In der Fabrik in Grünheide wird Teslas Modell Y gebaut werden. Ein Elektro-SUV mit einer Reichweite von 533 Kilometern und einem Basispreis von knapp 58.000 Euro. In the factory in Grünheide, Tesla will build the Y model, which is their electric SUV model with a reach of 533 kilometers and starting at 58.000 Euros for the basic model. 12.000 neue Mitarbeiter, die bis zu 500.000 Fahrzeuge im Jahr produzieren werden, sollen laut Angaben des US-Elektroherstellers in Grünheide beschäftigt werden. The 12,000 new employees, which will produce up until 500,000 vehicles per year, will be hired according to the US electric car producer in Grünheide. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. You learned some new vocabulary and you also could improve your understanding of the German language. If you want to practice speaking and learn a little bit more about why certain sentences are phrased like that and why the ending is like that and not like this and why you're using this preposition here and not the other one, then join my 10-week program. The next one is starting soon. Go to my website expertlygerman.com and get the 20% spring discount this month. Cheers guys and bis bald!